Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Power running by Zeke. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 35-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike 52, we ain't giving him nothing today. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey. Go. Get out there.
Prescott on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the pass.
Now Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Luck.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood. Defense wins championships, baby.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 3 buzz.
From the gun, here's Love. He completes it to Boyd. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. From the 50, it's Love. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
11 feet. Hey, one set. Smooth. 54. Mike, 54. All day, dog.
Check safety.
Shift.
On the draw, this is Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Here we go. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in. 52. Let's go, G. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, if you don't...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Luck. And the pressure gets to him again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. We're going to 53. Out.
Now to Golladay on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Seibert's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Love. This one complete to Ingram. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground with Elliott. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Hey, kill! 47. Touchdown, defense. Check 52. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide. Here we go again. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
47. 26.
Now on second and 16. Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Prescott. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw, Love. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And is
this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
140. 12. 54.
Too little, tap.
Hey, check. Go.
Mike 5-4.
After the interception, it's Long. He gets this one to Boyd. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now it's Long. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Luck. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for New England. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged him.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aaron Lynch has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one hits the crossbar, and it's no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, they're unable to tie this game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Now Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Get that quarterback and all Mike 52.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 99. Check 99. Here go 46.
Now Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Scratch. Get him. Check 13. Gonna go 46. Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, 26.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ingram again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck has got it to Ingram, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
12. 54's Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Luck. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Gus Edwards, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, Elliott. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. All day.
From the 22, Prescott. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Taken down back at the 18-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Save. Kill. We're going to 54.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. At the 37-yard line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Prescott here to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
27.
We own them. They're Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, tight. Alert flare. He's coming.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check girls. Cross.
He's back to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Now run. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Luck. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Luck now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You better be ready next time.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Love. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 50, it's long. This one complete to Ingram. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Bound to lose one. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. Hey, check.
Draw play. Ingram now. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Check out. 390.
Hey, man.
Hey, check.
Hey, one set.
They'll run on first down. Ingram.
Let's put that team on the
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
180.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy?
12.
Give me some. Here we go. Check.
On second down, Ingram. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Now they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
540. Easy. Alert.
54.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Check out. 674. 11. 11Z.
One set. Check.
Hey, orbit.
54.
You got nothing in there. You got nothing. Check.
Reggie.
Check three.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. McCrane's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Pats, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at